How to speak English without searching for words. Have you ever tried to speak English but suddenly your mind goes blank? You know the words, you studied the grammar, but when it is time to speak, you start searching for words. You stop, you think, you translate, and the conversation becomes slow and uncomfortable. If this happens to you, don't worry. Today's lesson will teach you how to speak English without searching for words. By the end of this lesson, you will learn a simple system used by fluent speakers. Let's begin. Part 1. While you search for words. First, we need to understand the problem. Most English learners do three things while speaking. They think in their native language. They translate into English. Then they speak. For example, in your mind you think, "Mujhe pani chahiye." Then you translate, "I want water." But this process takes time. Your brain must do two jobs. Think in Urdu, translate into English. This is why you search for words. Fluent speakers don't translate. They think directly in English. And that is exactly what we will train today. Part 2. Use ready-made English chunks. Fluent speakers don't build sentences word by word. They use ready-made phrases. These phrases are called language chunks. For example, instead of thinking, "I plus want plus to plus eat," a fluent speaker automatically says, "I want to eat," because the whole phrase is stored in the brain. Here are some powerful English chunks you should memorize. I think so. I don't think so. Let me see. That's a good idea. I agree with you. I understand. I'm not sure. Give me a minute. It depends. No problem. Practice saying these again and again. Soon your brain will automatically use them. No searching. Part 3. Speak with simple sentences. Another reason people search for words is because they try to say very complex sentences. For example, instead of saying something simple like, "I am tired," they try to say, "Because I worked the whole day, now I am feeling extremely tired." When you are learning, simplicity is power. Speak like this: "I am tired. I am hungry. I need help. I like this. I don't like that. Let's go. Wait a moment." Short sentences are fast, clear, and powerful. Even native speakers use simple sentences in daily conversation. Part 4. Use the fillers technique. Fluent speakers use fillers while thinking. Fillers give your brain extra time. For example, instead of staying silent, say, "Well, let me think, actually. You know, that's interesting." Example conversation: Friend, what do you think about this movie? You can say, "Well, I think it is very interesting." The word "well" gives your brain time to think. This is a secret technique used by fluent speakers. Part 5. Practice speaking alone. One of the most powerful exercises is speaking alone. Yes, you heard it right. Speaking alone trains your brain to respond faster. Try this simple exercise. Look around your room and speak. For example, "This is my table. This is my phone. I am sitting on a chair. I am learning English." Do this 5 minutes daily. Your brain will start producing English without searching. Part 6. Use the question method. Another powerful trick is asking yourself questions in English. For example, question, "What are you doing?" Answer, "I'm watching a video." Question, "What did you eat today?" Answer, "I ate rice and chicken." Question, "Where do you live?" Answer, "I live in Pakistan." This exercise builds automatic speaking ability. Part 7. Shadowing technique. Shadowing is a technique used by language learners worldwide. Here is how it works. Play a short English video. Listen carefully. Repeat immediately. Example. Audio. I will call you later. You repeat. I will call you later. This trains your brain and tongue together. Do shadowing 10 minutes daily. Your speaking speed will improve dramatically. Part 8. Think in English daily. This is the most powerful habit. Start thinking in English during your daily activities. For example, when you wake up, I need to brush my teeth. When you eat food, this food is delicious. When you go outside, the weather is nice today. These small thoughts train your brain to live in English. Soon, speaking becomes natural. Part 9. Stop fear and perfection. Many learners search for words because they are afraid of mistakes. They think, my English must be perfect. But remember this, communication is more important than perfection. Even if your sentence is not perfect, speak confidently. For example, wrong but understandable. He go market yesterday. People still understand. Confidence makes your English powerful. Part 10. The 30-second speaking challenge. Let's try a challenge. Choose any topic. Examples. Your city. Your favorite food. Your job. Your hobby. Now speak about it for 30 seconds without stopping. Example. My favorite food is biryani. I like it because it is very delicious. I usually eat biryani on weekends with my family. Don't stop. Don't translate. Just speak. Practice this daily. Soon you will speak without searching for words. Final motivation. Remember this important rule. Fluent English is not about knowing more words. It is about using the words you already know. Practice daily. Speak daily. Think in English daily. And slowly your brain will stop translating. You will speak naturally and confidently. Powerful ending. If you practice the techniques from today's lesson, ready-made phrases, simple sentences, fillers, speaking alone, shadowing thinking in English, then one day you will realize something amazing. You are speaking English, and you are not searching for words anymore.